What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another special reacts episode of Talk Talk Punch, where we are reacting to the brand new trailer 3 for The Batman that's called The Bat and the Cat. Now, if you're new here, we talk about movies like this all the time. We love the superhero movies. We love all the movies. We talk about the movies. We talk about all the stuff. So, we're really excited to watch this one. So, we're going to get right into it, and then we will break this thing down right afterwards. All right, guys, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bruce Wayne,
Sorry?
I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable. You know, you really could be doing more for this city. Your family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing
Definitely
anything.
needs a pin.
The Riddler is asking for you.
Oh, they even call him the
Killer
Riddler.
left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you?
You came. I've been trying to reach you.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes. If we don't stand up, no one will.
Right. You got a lot of cats.
Everything about strays. The bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring.
You a new friend of yours?
I'm not so sure. I'm just here to unmask the truth about this cesspool we call a city. You're part of this too. How am I a part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were. Bruce Wayne. All these years, you lied to me, Alfred. We all have our scars, Bruce.
He's still away.
He's involved in this?
No, he's not involved.
How do you know? He's a vigilante.
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
Selena, don't throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
It can be cruel, poetic, or blind. But when it's denied, it's through violence you may find.
Justice. The answer's justice.
Come on, vengeance. Let's get into some trouble.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So
It looks like Pattinson has gone to the gym. I appreciate it. It gives us the no shirt. Now you're talking. Thank you very much, Brody, Charlie. You guys got to follow suit. Give us a shirtless thing here. Come on, a shirtless episode.
Maybe not this episode.
That's fine. I mean, he was for a while. Has the makeup around his eyes, like more than just taking off the mask. He was like walking around with it. I haven't seen a Batman character have that, let alone walk around like for an extended amount of time with it.
Well, if he's doing stuff and then he takes off his cowl or something like that,
Yeah.
he's still going to have it around his eyes.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I think that's great.
Can I just say, I love that they're actually calling him the Riddler. I feel like there's been a lot of, like, especially Batman stuff where they like shy away from the names, and it's like, oh, like the people watching are like, oh, it's this guy or it's this guy, you know, it's Scarecrow, you know. I think Scarecrow eventually called himself Scarecrow, but I really like that they're actually calling him the Riddler. I think that's super cool.
What do you guys think of how Catwoman looks?
It's interesting.
It fits in.
It is interesting. It seems like she's, you know, her mask is like just like a ski mask.
It's like less than a ski mask. It's like a mask. It just has one big slit through it.
Yeah.
And it's it's an interesting. I don't know how much it hides your identity, but I mean, it's not like
Sure.
Catwoman has ever had a lot of things to hide her identity. Look, there he goes. He's like, I'm going out as Batman. I'm not taking this Bruce Wayne pin with me. I'm not doing it.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like she's wearing leather. You know, whether that's just kind of like a biker gear or something like that.
Yeah, go back to the hood.
Yeah, that's like she's just got like a. Like
It's covering her nose. It's that. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know. Is she gonna get? You know, maybe this is earlier on in the movie. Maybe she's gonna get more of a Catwoman costume. You know, I really like the way that they're kind of setting up Batman and Catwoman, where Alfred is like, "Is she a friend?" and Bruce is like, "I don't know." You know, she seems to not like the Riddler and stuff. So I think it sounds like it's a really neat dynamic between the two, and so maybe he ends up making a suit for her that is more comic booky.
I like Zoe Kravitz. I like a lot. I think she's great. So I'm excited to see just the chemistry between them. I thought was good in the trailer. I'm excited to see more of that in the film. I think she's a really talented actress. And I think she'll be great in the role. So I'm cautiously excited if that's if you could put those two things together. I'm very excited. No mistake about it.
You see, we're seeing Batman like freely walk around like cops and things like that. He's like, yeah, I'm all right here. Yeah, this is them. I'm a detective as well. I'm looking through different stuff. He shined the light and it showed the Riddler kind of stuff, the black light. And they said he's going to be doing more detective work this time. And I'm like, now we have ourselves that we're back to a nice, smart, dangerous Batman. Not an idiot. Not a stupid Batfleck.
Well, and then we get a little bit of, you know, it seems like he's working with the police, but then kind of as this Riddler stuff goes on, they're really questioning Batman. And they're like, he's just a vigilante. So I like all this stuff that I'm hearing. And so I'm hoping that, you know, it all kind of meshes together. Sorry, what were you just going to say?
I just going to say, like, I think that similar to I don't want to draw like a parallel in terms of like the tone or anything like that to Spider-Man, but there's been so many Spider-Man films. There's been so many Batman films that there's like a sense of fatigue, I think, that sometimes can be just around the character. But that doesn't necessarily dim the enthusiasm that people have, just maybe adds a little bit of skepticism, like show me. And like when Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies came, it was like a palate cleanser. It was like a reset. It was like, this is great. Like this Spider-Man is fantastic. And not that there weren't still people who, you know, maybe swear by Garfield or by Maguire, but just that particular reset of Spider-Man kind of renewed the enthusiasm. And I can feel like there's a similar kind of thing with Batman, where it's like there's a little bit of that fatigue and skepticism maybe out there. Not that people aren't super excited for this as they should be, but that this has the potential to kind of be that really like palate cleansing, like Batman film that comes out and it's like, okay, this is amazing.
There it is.
And I really hope that it is that. Like the trailer looks phenomenal, and on every clip that we get of it, I get more excited. I hope the movie really delivers on the promise of the trailer, because I think that will really set up the character in the franchise for like a really exciting kind of run here. And a bad Batman movie would just be like brutal, and it would just be really hard to come back from right now. So let's make it looks great. It's going to be great. I believe it's going to be great.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. I'm really excited for this, and I was glad we were talking about this kind of in our pre-production stuff. You know, I think the first two trailers had a lot of similarities. It had like some minor changes where you're like, oh, that's new from the first to the second. And so before this, I was like, I hope that we get a lot more stuff, and I think we did. I think this trailer showed a lot more that really excites me. And man, this movie is right around the corner. This thing's coming out in March. It's like we're a few days away from January, man. This thing's
Yeah, it's funny. The other trailers, like you were saying, like it gave us a lot of imagery, a lot of feel of what the film is, but it didn't give us a lot of actual like what's happening on the plot or anything along those lines. And this definitely delivered with a lot of that. Even though, I mean, it didn't give really anything away. And a lot of trailers these days, they love to just kind of give the entire thing away, and so I think they had a good. This was a good third trailer after those first two. They set the vibes with the first two, and with this one, it gave us some plot, some dialogue, all that kind of thing. Phenomenal! I can't wait for it either.
Yeah, and we're digging into the Waynes now. We're getting some Wayne stuff that Alfred seems to know about. We got some conflict between Bruce and Alfred. I'm so excited for Andy Serkis as Alfred. Oh man, he's so good. He's so good.
That's true.
All right, guys. Well, do you have anything else to add to this?
Bring on the new year. Let's go. There's so many good movies coming. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, this is March 4th. So close. Holy smokes. We could count the weeks until this thing is in theaters. Oh. Look there's stuff down at the bottom down there. We got to decode that. There's characters and stuff right along the bottom here. We got to decode that. All right, that'll be a project for later. Or we just wait for somebody else to do it for us.
Yeah, someone probably has done that.
Now you're talking.
All right. Well, there we go. Charlie, you want to take us home?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're excited for this movie, let us know in the comments. Give us your take, your opinion on the trailer. Are you skeptical? Are you excited? Are you cautiously optimistic? Do you just hate Batman for some reason? You got no soul and you hate Batman? You want Brody to cut off his tattoo? Let us know in the comments. And and stay tuned for more content about Batman and other wonderful movies and television shows that are coming out. And Happy New Year. We'll see you next week.
See you guys later.